Here we go. Real quick recap. Just a real catch up. CP from Knicks Fan TV. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. The Knicks did sign Julius Randle to a 3-year, $63 million deal. It's not clear whether or not it is a 2-year deal plus a team option. We're hearing various reports. I believe the third year may be partially guaranteed. So the Knicks do still maintain some sort of flexibility there. No phone calls. I'm just coming to report the news that came in after the KD news in regards to the Knicks. So Knicks signed Julius Randle, 3-year deal, $63 million, plus a third team option, partially guaranteed. So, listen, we needed a 4, as we said. We had a big hole at the 4. I think he fills that need. He's still young, 24 years old, coming off a 21-8 season. Highly versatile offensive player. Capable on defense, capable three-point shooter. So we'll see what Randle can add to the mix. All right, so that's Julius Randle. 3-year deal, $63 million. Now, Taj Gibson also joins the Knicks. The veteran Taj Gibson, who made his name with the Bulls, also joins the Knicks. Let me see what the terms of the deal was. 2-year, $20 million deal, according to Ian Begley. 2-year, $20 million deal for Taj Gibson, who averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds in 70 games for the Timberwolves last season. So Taj Gibson coming to the Knicks. Hey, listen, the deal's a lot, but we have a lot of money that we have to spend. We still have $40 million in cap space that needs to be spent. $40 million in cap space needs to be spent. So it's tough to see him get that deal. He's not the player that he once was, but he's a leader. He brings toughness, brings physicality, brings defense, and it's much needed front court depth with Mitch out there, Julius Randle. That's all right. I mean, listen. It's not the best, obviously, coming off of the KD news. Not what we wanted, but it's what we have to do. We have to continue to build a team. We got to move forward. All right. Other news we're hearing is that D'Angelo Russell is going to the Warriors. D'Angelo Russell is going to the Warriors in a sign and trade for the KD deal. So that's another domino and another chip that is off the table for us. D'Angelo Russell is going to the Warriors and getting a max contract. Going to the Warriors and getting a max contract. This just broke a couple minutes ago. That's kind of crazy, man. Who would have expected it? KD leaves and doesn't leave the cupboard bare. He throws the Warriors a bone. But that's, D'Lo and Steph in the backcourt. I'm not sure how that fits. Maybe that's an insurance policy for Klay. We don't know when Klay is coming back. So, that kind of keeps the Warriors, keep them afloat. And we'll see how he does. He's not a defensive-minded guy like Klay. So, obviously, they're going to fall off there. But, Pedersen says they panicked. Hey, they got a piece back. They didn't have to get him back. So the Nets did what they had to do, putting that tender on D'Lo, and the Warriors were able to execute a sign and trade. We'll see what the parameters of the deal is. A lot of people speculate that the Warriors will ultimately trade D'Lo after next season, and still have that asset and be able to trade that asset. But so D'Lo gets a 4-year, $117 million deal. So let's see. We still got $40 million in cap space to spend. Where do we want to go here for the point guard position? Rubio went to the Suns. Good pickup for them. Solid pickup for them. Rubio went to the Suns. Derrick Rose went to the Pistons. I couldn't care less, but I'm just saying from point guard standpoint. You still got Rondo out there. Darren Collison retired. Somebody Guillermo says Reggie Bullock. Yeah, I would take Reggie Bullock. We need 3-pointers. We need 3-pointers, man. You know what I mean? We need 3-point shooting for sure. So Bullock wouldn't be too bad of an option. Ben Fajardo says he's been following since Spotify. Salute to Ben, who's left. Yeah, I mean, we kind of just went through it as far as the point guard position. I believe they are still looking at Reggie Bullock. You could see guys like Wayne Ellington possibly come in. I'm curious to see how they fill the point guard slot with a veteran. But D'Lo's gone. As we said, Julius Randle is signed. 3 years, $63 million for Julius Randle. And Taj Gibson as well. So Julius Randle and Taj Gibson are on board. And like I said, not necessarily how we wanted to spend our, first day of free agency, but it is what it is, man. We just got to move forward. Let's see what the Knicks did come out with a statement in regards to the to the KD situation. It says, while we understand, this is from Steve Mills, while we understand that some Knicks fans could be disappointed with tonight's news, we continue to be upbeat and confident in our plans to rebuild the Knicks to compete for championships in the future through both the draft and targeted free agents. Again, I'm sure that's not what you want to hear, but I'm just here to report it. You be the judge. We had a great show tonight. Salute to Moke Hamilton. Moke Hamilton came through and dropped some gems on us. Definitely came through and blessed the show. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put a link to the show. I'm going to put a link to the show in the icon. It should be updated in a couple minutes. Just go there and check it out. It was a great show. If you missed it, it's available in audio format, or you could just watch the video. But listen, my immediate reaction to it is, as much as I wanted to see it happen, I always knew that the windows never aligned with us being a young team developing and these guys ready to win now. And you got to give credit to the Nets. They were ready. They have the infrastructure in place, a solid general manager in Sean Marks, solid coach in Kenny Atkinson, and they have the role players to compete right now. They have the infrastructure to compete right now. We have to admit that. And it's time for us to start to build our infrastructure. And we're starting to do that. We're starting to put the pieces in. It's just not as expedited as we wish it would, right? Because we're tired of losing. We've been losing for so long. But when you're losing on top of mismanaging, you're going to keep losing because it's going to keep setting you back. So this is the results of the setback and what's going to have to happen to move it forward. So it's a hard pill to swallow, but listen, we got kicked in the teeth tonight. Hard pill to swallow, but we got kicked in the teeth tonight, It just is what it is, man. And like I said, we always go back on that allure of the old days. Old days are gone, man. These guys don't care about that. Keep that in your heart, and we'll always love it. But we can't use that as the reason why these guys want to come here. We overlooked the Nets, and this should be a lesson learned for us tonight. Man. So once again, Julius Randle is the latest, the first signing of the day. 3 years, $63 million. We also signed Taj Gibson to a 2-year, $20 million deal. You could say what you will about the contracts, but it is what it is. We got to spend the money. We just got to make sure that we're bringing in quality vets. So, hang in there, Knicks fans. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. We'll be all right, man. Let me pull up a quick free agent list and see who's left out there. I'll just do that real quick before I sign off. Shout out to everybody. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you check out the fan reactions from today's live stream. We had an outstanding show. Moke Hamilton was great, man. Guillermo, what's going on? Al Clark, Pedesance, Quiet Guy Game, what's going on? Walt Clyde, Jumpman 090. Anybody new in the chat? I see some new people in here. Leave me with a hashtag new so I can shout you guys out real quick. I'm going to bed soon, man. I'm tired, but I just want to come on here and just report that quick news so that you guys in the morning time can take that digest and, leave a comment, man. Who else is here in the chat? Let's see. Barry. Welcome, Barry, Kevin, Chris. What's going on? Jaden Diaz. I feel like I've seen you in here before, man. Dead Pizza. What's going on? Ryan Hudson. A lot of new people. Anthony Morales. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'm coming live after every announcement. And, I want you guys here. This is the community that we're building for Knicks fans, for basketball fans. Ben, appreciate it. David Park, appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a tough night, man. It was a tough night. So it seems like Jimmy Butler's going to the Miami Heat. That was kind of surprising as well. Jimmy Butler going to the Miami Heat. We said D'Lo's going to the Warriors. We know Klay staying with the Warriors. Looks like Boogie Cousins. Looks like we're going to be out on that, given that we already got Julius Randle and Taj Gibson. So, yeah, J.Ellis will be back tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow night as well. XO75, welcome to the chat. J.Ellis will be back tomorrow night. He had some prior obligations that he had to attend to. So we missed him, but he'll be back tomorrow night. Dre Long, welcome to the show, man. Anthony, appreciate it. Al Horford to the Sixers. What do you guys think about that? That's a pretty big move for them. Gives them some toughness, some interior scoring. That was a good move. Surprising move. Surprising move. Al Horford to the Sixers, man. DeAndre Jordan, we know he's going to the Nets. Good luck to them. Chris, I appreciate it. Danny Green, it seems like they did mention Danny Green as a potential name. We do need some three-point shooting. So Danny Green could be an option. Mirotic is gone. Marcus Morris, I'm off that. Cauley Stein, I'm good. You know, maybe on a vet minimum. Canner, you guys want Canner back? He's not coming back. Elfrid Payton, that's a name. You know, Scott Perry always liked Elfrid Payton. I just don't see us getting him. You know, it just adds to the clutter of unestablished point guards. We need somebody that's either going to separate themselves from the pack or somebody that's going to play a supporting role, like a Pat Beverly. Or we'll see where Pat Beverly goes. I think he should go to the Lakers personally. Jabari Parker, I don't see that happening. Oubre, who knows? Portis, I guess we're out on that. Just looking at some more names. You know, Rondo's a possibility. Taj Gibson, we already got. Reggie Bullock is a guy I would like here. We need some three-point shooting. Austin Rivers, I guess in the backup role. So let's see. We'll see, man. It's still early. The free agency period is just getting started. But like I said, I just want to come on and share those notes. We'll be back on tomorrow. Myself, J.Ellis. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Once again, Julius Randle signed 3 years, $63 million. Taj Gibson signed 2 years, $20 million. Knicks made a statement out on missing out on KD. Hey, it's tough, man. We'll be back. We will be back, man. So check you guys tomorrow, man. I got to get some sleep, man. You guys take it easy. Peace.